Hey guys, we're back and we're at a lake that I fished last fall. Caught some nice crappie in here last fall. Hadn't been here all summer long. I've been catching them bluegill, them big old bluegills and shell crackers in the shade over there in the swamp. But we're back, guys. We're gonna do a little fall. We're gonna test this lake and see if it's ready for some fall crappie fishing. Let's see what we can do, guys. The main thing today is we got a storm brewing. I hear the thunder. I'm hoping I miss it, but we just never know about that. But what we want to do is we want to locate some crappie today. Hopefully we find a few in here. Man, this lake looks really good. You know, I wasn't in here. I hadn't been in here all summer, so look at these tupelos and cypress. They look really good. I mean, it's actually shady if you wanted to pull in there and fish, but I know where the crappie's at. They're out here, or they was last year. So I'm going to stay out this zone. But if it's going to be stormy, I may not have to worry about the sun today. I may be able to sit here in the shade. So we're just putting a minnow on a jig. We got bobby garlands on here, different colors. We're trying different colors, and from every time I look at my graph, I'm catching a fish right there. There's a fish right at 3 feet. So what I'm thinking is, well, that could be the school of shad there, but most of the time the fish is right there around the 3 feet area. That's probably shad right there. See, it looks like a school. Oh, there he was, and I was not ready. He about took my pole. Man, that's good. We're getting bites already, guys. So I better be paying attention to these poles. All right, let's get this about 3 feet. Maybe a good day. I'm hoping. But yeah, we'll throw this one back there a little further. Let him in the backside. Got my net. Everything's good. We're gonna put a new minnow on here because he just tore the thing in half. I'm thinking that might have been a gar. What do y'all think? Uh-oh, look at that. I got a bite back in the back. Easy, buddy. I'm about to tighten that up just a little bit. He probably done got my minnow. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna throw it back there anyhow until I get ready, because he still might hit it because it's a jig. I don't know. See if I can get a minnow back on here. So that's 2 bites already. I ain't even getting started yet. Come on, baby. Now let's get some crappie. That's what we want to see, some crappie. Crappie, baby. Yeah, I'm seeing some about 3.5 feet. About right there. There we go. Okay, we're just trolling along here. We might do a little beetle spinning. Just a little bit. One more minnow here. Look at that, guys. He's on there. We got something. Oh yeah, there he is. Easy, baby. Oh yeah, that's a decent crappie. she's a pretty good one. Pretty crappie. We'll take them. set that back in motion back there. That's a good spot, apparently. I actually have a holder, but it's the wrong direction right there. Oh, look at here. We got him. Oh yeah, we got another one. Come on, baby. You can make it to the boat. Yes, sir. That's a good one. He's a little heavier than, well, no, he's about the same. That's a good one. Yes, sir. We'll take it. Get us another. I didn't even know he was biting, and I actually heard the line going woo. So you gotta be paying attention. You get as many, you get 3 or 4 poles out like I got out right now. You gotta pay attention. But anyway, let's get him back out there, see if there's another one. Okay. For you guys wondering, I use a tall little igloo for my minnows, and it's a I use a bubble box that's got the D batteries. It lasts for like 3 days. It's a pretty good one. I use a floating net because in the winter time your hands are going to get cold, so you want to keep them out of that water. And then just use a little aerator. I put a weight on there to hold it down, and I also kind of drill me a little hole for this hose to go through there so it's free. That way it don't pinch my air hose off when I shut the box. It sticks it up a little bit, but it does fine. I strap it down when I'm pulling the boat, so it does really good. Keeps the minnows really good, and if you throw a little ice in there in the morning time, you can keep the minnows all day long. So that's my little setup for the minnows. So there's quite a few fish right up under the boat if we don't spook them. There she goes. Oh, that's a gar. We didn't want him anyhow. We don't want the gar. We're looking for the crappie. What I'm basically doing, guys, is I'm basically trolling for crappie. So you just got to kind of troll through here and see where they're all at. But I'll run a beetle spin too, just to see if we can find one on a beetle spin. I'll loosen this drag a little bit. When you're moving just a little bit, it actually works pretty good too. Oh, look at here, look at here, look at here. Little guy. I say he's little. He's probably, what do you think, 9 inches? We'll give it a little measurement. Yeah, he's 9.5. So that's your little guy right there. If I don't bump into some crappie really quick, I'm gonna head back the other way because I was into him for a minute. There he goes. There, oh, it's a gar. Get that old gar off of there, buddy. Hey, easy there. He is hooked. I'm gonna have to get that hook out of him. Oh, he shook it out somehow. That'll work. There she goes. What is that? A gar? That's a big fish, whatever that is. Oh yeah, he's a big gar. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. That's a big one. I'm talking. I bet that thing's 15 pounds. Yeah. I want to see him again. Come on, baby. Holy cow, it's a monster. For this little ultralight and 6-pound test, he's a good one. Just got one of these little old Garcia MAX X10 reels on here. Wow. Oh man, I'm about to lose my pole. I probably had a good crappie back there. But we're fighting this gar right now. Wow. I want to see him. Get out here and turn with him a little bit. Man. Come on, get back around the boat. I got to see him again. Man, that's a big one. Oh, he come loose. Oh. Well, I wanted to get a good look at him, but he come loose. What a good fighter. Man. He probably wasn't even hooked, guys. He was probably just hanging on to the jig. That's usually what they do. They just hang on. Yeah, I like these Lunker Trail rod holders, guys. They just go on your cleat where you tie down your boat cleat. And to get that right pitch, I just put washers under my cleat, lift it up or down to get that right angle that I'm wanting. But when you know, a lot of these, I got like on the back there, I got some rod holders in the very back there that I put on the sides when I'm catfishing. But I'm thinking about getting a bunch of these and putting them all over my boat, especially for trolling and stuff. But this right here, it's flexible and it comes with the band, but I just put me a piece of wire on there because I can just keep mine on there. It's not in the way or anything. But when you catch a fish, instead of having to pull out like that, you can actually lift up on it. Look, I got it. Anyway, instead of just pulling straight out, you can actually grab and pull it up. It's very easy. You're not binded up with it. You know what I'm saying? Very, very handy. But I'll put a link to their website down below, guys. They just gave me one out to try, and I just want to let people know these are pretty handy. You might want to check them out. Just go to their website and take a look. I think they're between $20 and $25, something like that. Anyhow, I like them, guys, and I'm gonna put another one on this side of my boat. And then back here, I'm gonna put, see, I got cleats in the back, but I'm gonna move me some cleats up here, and I'm gonna put me some rod holders right here too. That way I can troll like I'm doing now, and my poles will be in rod holders instead of being loose. And see, I have a homemade bracket to do the trolling with on the front and the back of the boat, but it gets in the way. I like this better, so I like doing what I'm doing right now better. So getting these cleats and these rod holders is going to be excellent. But Lunker Trail, just look up lunkertrail.com, or you can look, I got a link down below. You can click on it to take you there, and you can check out their stuff, or check out his rod holder, guys. I got another gar, I think. Oh, come on, man, got a little more. He is getting tangled up though. Yeah, that's got to be a gar. Yeah, he's a gar. He's making a mess out of my other pole there. That's all right. Well, we know the gar's busy here. Yeah. There, we get this up out of the way. Get away from my other pole. He's probably barely hung in there. I'm gonna have to grab him just to get my lure back, man. Yeah, what I'm probably gonna do. You get me all tangled up. I'm about ready to get away from him, because he'll slice you up. All right. If I can grab his snout there with this towel, I'll get my lure here. There we go. So hang on there, guy. I'll let you go here in just a minute. Yeah, easy. Alright. Just gonna get my hook out of there. Yeah, they're stout. Definitely stout. There we go. Now, be careful letting him go. There he goes. He'll be just fine. Well, you can see the water line. Like I told you, it's been flooded all this time. It's been 1, 2, 3, about 4 foot higher than it is right now. So you can see that water line on all these trees. That's why I hadn't been here. It's been muddy and the water's been sitting up there for a long time. And it's just too much water. I like it to come down where there's no current, and then the water starts to clear and the fish start biting a little bit. Get ready for that cool fall bite, guys. The temperature's done raised a degree or two, so we're right at 80 degrees, which is not too bad. It would be better if it was in the 70s. They'd probably bite a little better, but we're gonna hang around and see what we can do. I'll probably need to go a little deeper, about another foot. We'll go another foot on this cable here, and we'll see what that does. I think I got 50-pound spider wire. I think I got this one stringed with spider wire. And these tips, I've lost some fish on these guys. The tips break off, so I actually put me another regular fishing tip on there, and then I run my line through here. Just kind of spin it on there. And right here, there's a knot. So I spin it, tighten it, and then I put a little of that flexible glue like shoe glue, E6000. And if I lose too much of my line, I can break this loose and run it back out there and still have another good run to get to that 10-foot zone. Works out for me. It does pretty good. I have had it break off and it be just too short, so I like that extra line. And another thing, if your tip breaks, you're tied off back here, so you're still going to get that fish in more than likely if you don't let go. But last year, for some reason, and maybe it's because this probably warmed up faster than the other part of the lake, this is where the majority of the crappie were. The majority was hanging in this area. Now this year is a different story. You know, you never know what's gonna go from one year to the next. The stuff moves around in the lake, the water comes up and it moves these logs around, so stuff is placed in different positions, but the trees are still the same. That's the same old trees. The water's still a little higher than it was when I was in here. It's probably 2 foot higher, but it still looks good. Man, it's a pretty lake. Very pretty lake. I like it. It's got some deep bluff over there on that side, so. And it's got fish in it. That's the good thing. Boy, there's some monster gar in here, I'm finding out already. That's these long nose gars. Long nose gars are good eating. You can eat the spotted gar, but these long nose gars, they come out of the river, they just taste so much better. So when I do clean them and stuff, I prefer the long nose gar. Ain't nothing like crappie, but it's fish and it tastes like fish. You know, some fish don't taste like fish. I don't like that kind of fish. I want my fish to taste like fish. Oh, what we got going on here? One of these was jumping. I'm not quick enough. There he goes. There he is. Oh, little bitty crappie. like them hot lips Bobby Garland jig, didn't you? And that minnow. Little bitty guy. Later. Look here, guys. There he goes. Little guy. But we got you. That's a pink phantom he jumped on there. Yeah. Little guy. Later. I'm gonna try this old black and green beetle spin. It's kind of heavy, but it'll keep it down there talking to him. And we're just putting a black and green on this 10-footer, and we're just gonna put a crappie bite on there, keep it black and green, and it ain't but about 2 foot deep. We're gonna let that baby troll right there for a while and just see if anything will hit that big old jig. And that's a beetle spin jig that comes in the package. I use them for trolling sometimes, so I don't really like to fish with them on the beetle spin, but I like to use them jigging, you know, when I'm doing this troll jig thing to try to locate the crappies. Try to locate the crappie. See if there's any old big old fit, any big crappie that want to hit that black and green. I used to catch some slab daddies on black and green color. Back in the day, that was my main crappie jig. Now we use the tube jigs, but that's a solid jig there. It's ought to be pretty tough. Trying to see if them crappie are gonna, if them gar are gonna be attracted to that color too. So, cause I quit using it if they are. I'm getting enough gar bites without any help. Oh, there he is. We got a little bitty something. A little bitty crappie. Little bitty crappie jumped on that old beetle spin. Man. That's aquarium size right there, guys. Take him home, put him in there with my minnows. Later. I think I'm getting a little nibble here. I don't know. Yep. There he is. Yeah, he was deeper. They were deeper. Little guy. Little bitty guy. Later. So, change the depth immediately, got a bite, so.
Like 6?
Yeah. Oh, I just lost the fishing pole.
I mean, it might end up being like 6:15, but...
Right. 6:15, you think? Well, I'll talk about it with Yvonne, and we'll figure it out here in a little bit. But yeah, if it comes, it needs to come early in the morning so we can reel in a couple fish. Well, so what I got to do is find a lure. Another in here. we're going to use right there. I don't know what jerked it out, fish or what, but this might be tricky. I feel it when I hit a stick. I'd like to get my reel back. That's probably 60 bucks I'd lost right there. And the cork is under too, so I don't know if the fish drug it off or what. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find it. I'll be lucky if I find it. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, we got her. We got her back. That's good. Yes sir. Definitely happy to have her back. Get some water off of it. You know, spray her down with some lube. Oh, there he goes. That's a master. Oh, that I think was one of them giant gars. He's straight to the hook. I would love to catch a crappie with some power like that. Oh man, that was fun.